Well, today, world leaders and celebrities are joining the UN as it celebrates the International Day of the Girl Child. As you know, African girls struggle each day to go to school, earn a living, and support their families. But many don't have the same advantages as the boys. Joining me now is Lara Wise, a visiting journalist from Nigeria's Africa Independent Television. She's reported firsthand on the status of girls on the continent. Welcome, Lara.
Thank you, Vincent.
Now, first, when you think about girls, you think about really the big population on the African continent. We have more girls most times than even boys in all communities. From what we know, the girls in many communities haven't had the same advantages, and this is why. Why would you say the girls have been disadvantaged in almost all communities in Africa?
Well, the factors are basically the same, religious beliefs, cultural inclinations, preference for male child, and in most cases, lack of even the schools for the girls to attend. And this has been a huge problem, on the continent for the girl child in terms of education.
And you would say that perhaps the mindset hasn't changed, that the role of the girl is still in some communities seen as a mother, a wife who stays home, and so there's no reason, no point to take them to higher education so that they can pursue careers, isn't it?
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
And except to have a mind change in that regard, the girl child will continue to be seen as somebody just limited to the kitchen, just limited to caring for the younger ones, backing a baby and all that. And that's really the picture that comes to mind, when people in these places think of the girl child. The boy child, on the other hand, should be educated because for posterity's sake, he's the one that is going to carry on after them. But the girl child should be limited to the kitchen.
It kind of carries on the father's name, the family name, and then he will be providing for his wife and
his
children.
Wife, and that's not supposed to be.
But how would you say the modern technology and the accessibility of education even to the farthest parts of the continent through internet and so on might actually change the fate and circumstances of a girl?
It will change the fate of these girls. But how many of them have access to it? We're talking of over in my country, for instance, over 10 million children are out of school. Majority of this percentage are girls. Some have never seen computers, I'm sure. Some have never been to school, and they don't even have access to this internet, which will, in the long run, enhance their education, and all of that. So we can't be talking of that at this moment. It's available in other places, but it's not there for these girls.
Yeah. From your interaction with people, do you find that perhaps the more people become urbanized, the more they appreciate perhaps the role of a girl in a different way
Absolutely.
than the rural
Oh, yes, very true, because this problem is really very endemic in the rural areas. In the rural areas that have been neglected, no education, no water, no electricity and all of that. So it's really very true. When they leave the villages and come to the city centers, they're more exposed to all of this. They're more exposed to the internet. They probably begin to see the internet for the first time, have access to it, learn how to use it, and also go for education. Yes.
So there's the economic dimension to it, where families sometimes in the rural areas are making a choice between sending a girl to school or a boy for economic reasons.
Very true. Very true, Vincent. Very true. It's more profitable for them to educate the boy. Because he will carry on, he will go work, bring in more money, and then his sister stays in the kitchen to cook and take care of the family. Yeah, very true.
But anyway, there are inspirational stories. We know that one of the richest businesswomen in Africa is a woman. From Nigeria.
Exactly.
So that shows you that
and
women
we have
can
so
achieve
many
a lot.
success stories as well.
And we'll talk about this some other
Thank you,
time.
Vincent.
We wish a girl child well.
We
our
wish
sisters
them
or
well.
daughters
And we hope this won't be a yearly affair, October 11, and then we wait till the next year before we look at the girl child.
We hope not.
We hope not. Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you very much.